Hello, my name is Alpha, and today I'm going to show you how to reuse Hot Wheel cars. For the first step, we need 1, 2, 3, and 4 Hot Wheel cars. For the second step, the newspaper that you or your parents have read. Step 3, get a hot glue gun. And step 4, for the most important part, get a chair. But the best type of chair that you could use is a heavy chair that is hard for you to lift. Okay, so the next part, I recommend put your chair down where you can plug in your hot glue gun or near somewhere so you won't have to get your hot glue gun again and move your chair for it to be at the right position. So I brought my magazine. My hot glue gun is already plugged in. So as you know, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 cars. So for the next part, if you can see, this chair is pretty big and pretty heavy. So like even for my parents, it's a bit heavy. So for the next part, take your hot glue gun. Make sure it can go to all points of the chair. But I'm gonna start now. So first, I recommend also pick the first car that you want to do on each wheel and imagine the way you want it to be. So let's say I want this car here, but I want the top of it facing down. So that means each of the cars will be having to face down in the same way as the first one I picked. So now let's get to the gluing. Pick a spot in the chair where you can put it. So I do the middle right here. Put a glob of steaming hot glue. I'm gonna take my white car and hold it. Make sure you hold it for a while. When you feel like it's stiff, pray that it is, and pray in your mind, and it'll probably be stiff. So, as we all know, the next one, I'm probably gonna do this black. So it's gonna look a bit like this, or the silver because it matches more. So it's gonna go like that. I'm gonna make sure that I'm facing it the right way, so if it's not like that, it won't look weird. So for the second part, let's do the second part of gluing. I put a steaming hot glue glob, and I can see the steam. I don't know if you guys can, but I can. Hold it. And done. Also, I recommend there's silicone, little strings of silicone, so you may want to take them off for it to go smoother. Now for the next part, I'm going to take my last car. You've got to be careful with this part because since your chair is sort of facing downwards, you don't want the glue to drop onto your floor. So also this is the most important part why I suggested get the magazine, because I'm just going to rip a bit of the magazine off. So then I'll lightly lift the chair up and back down, so if the glue drops, it will only drop onto the magazine. And under that magazine, I'll just put a bit right here to make sure it won't go back on to the magazine again, because I may still reuse this. So for the next part, let's do the gluing. I have got to be careful. Like the glue could drop anytime. So I'm just going to push it up. And it actually stayed stiffer than I thought. So it worked pretty well. Now I'm just gonna wait. Since the glue didn't drop, I think I can just take this part off. And now we're gonna wrap up. We're gonna unplug our hot glue gun and wrap it again. And just a little tip to wrap your hot glue gun. Wrap it around the stem, but when you do your last wrap, go a bit loosely so then you can tuck in the edge, like this. Now let's test this thing out. I'm a bit scared because I don't want any of these cars to break. Okay, let's start off slowly.